We all know about big, life-altering traumas. These are the events that leave undeniable scars, shaping our perceptions and experiences. However, there's another type of trauma that often flies under the radar: microtraumas. These are the small, seemingly insignificant stressors that we encounter daily. Think of them as tiny paper cuts on the soul, barely noticeable at first, but capable of causing immense pain over time. Imagine a friend consistently forgetting your birthday, a colleague taking credit for your ideas, or a family member making subtle digs at your appearance. These may seem like minor annoyances, easy to brush off. However, their cumulative effect can be significant, gradually chipping away at our self-esteem, confidence, and overall well-being. This essay delves into the hidden world of microtraumas, exploring their impact on our mental and emotional health. By understanding microtraumas, we can better navigate the challenges of life, cultivate resilience, and foster a greater sense of self-compassion. Microtraumas are small, subtle, yet recurring events or experiences that chip away at our sense of self-worth and emotional well-being. They are the dismissive comments, the subtle betrayals, the constant feeling of not being good enough. Like tiny paper cuts, they may not seem like a big deal individually, but their cumulative effect can be profound. Imagine a child being repeatedly teased for their appearance. Each teasing remark, though seemingly insignificant on its own, leaves an invisible mark. Over time, these marks accumulate, leading to deep-seated insecurities and self-doubt. This is the essence of microtraumas. Their power lies in their repetition and their ability to erode our sense of self. Microtraumas can stem from various sources, including our childhood experiences, relationships, workplaces, and even societal expectations. Recognizing this subjectivity is crucial in understanding the impact of microtraumas. One of the most insidious aspects of microtraumas is their ability to fly under the radar. We often brush them off, telling ourselves they're no big deal or that we're overreacting. This dismissal stems from various factors, including societal expectations and personal beliefs. We live in a culture that often glorifies resilience and stoicism, encouraging us to toughen up and move on. This can lead us to minimize our own experiences, invalidating our feelings and suppressing the impact of microtraumas. Additionally, we may fear being perceived as weak, sensitive, or dramatic if we acknowledge the effect of these seemingly small events. Microtraumas can manifest in countless ways, often disguised as everyday occurrences. Recognizing their subtle nature is crucial in understanding their impact on our well-being. Here are some common examples of microtraumas. Dismissive comments. Being told your ideas are not good enough or your feelings are too sensitive. Being interrupted or talked over, feeling unheard and unimportant in conversations. Microaggressions, subtle forms of discrimination based on race, gender, sexual orientation, or other identities. Gaslighting, being manipulated into questioning your own sanity or memory. Betrayals of trust, experiencing broken promises, gossip, or breaches of confidentiality. Unrealistic expectations, feeling constantly pressured to perform at an unsustainable level. Section 5. The drip effect. How microtraumas accumulate over time. Imagine a faucet with a slow drip. Each individual drop might seem insignificant, but over time they accumulate, filling a bucket, then a bathtub, and eventually overflowing. This is how microtraumas work. Each seemingly small event on its own might not seem like a big deal, but their cumulative effect can be overwhelming. Over time, these constant microtraumas chip away at our self-esteem, leaving us feeling inadequate, insecure, and emotionally drained. We might start doubting our abilities, questioning our worth, and withdrawing from social situations. The once vibrant colors of life might start to fade, replaced by a dull ache of negativity and self-doubt. This accumulation of microtraumas can lead to a state of chronic stress, keeping our bodies in a constant fight or flight mode. This prolonged activation of the stress response can have detrimental effects on our physical and mental health. Section 6. Wired for negativity, the science behind microtrauma's impact. Our brains are hardwired to pay more attention to negative experiences than positive ones. This negativity bias, while initially designed to protect us from danger, can become problematic in the context of microtraumas. This bias means that negative experiences, even seemingly insignificant ones, have a greater impact on our brains and bodies than positive ones. When we experience a microtrauma, our amygdala, the brain's fear center, is activated, triggering the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This prepares our bodies for a fight or flight response, even if the perceived threat is not life-threatening. Repeated activation of the stress response due to constant microtraumas can lead to a phenomenon known as allostatic load. This refers to the wear and tear on the body and brain caused by prolonged exposure to stress. Section 7. The mental health connection, anxiety, depression, and microtraumas. The cumulative impact of microtraumas can significantly contribute to the development and exacerbation of mental health issues, particularly anxiety and depression. These conditions often stem from a complex interplay of genetic predisposition, environmental factors, and life experiences, with microtraumas playing a significant role in shaping our vulnerability. Anxiety, characterized by excessive worry, fear, and apprehension, can be fueled by the constant state of alert triggered by microtraumas. Each microtrauma acts as a reminder of potential threats, keeping our minds and bodies on high alert, even in the absence of real danger. This constant state of hypervigilance can lead to panic attacks, social anxiety, and a general sense of unease. Depression, on the other hand, often manifests as persistent sadness, hopelessness, and a loss of interest in activities once enjoyed. Microtraumas contribute to depression by gradually eroding our self-esteem and belief in ourselves. Section 8. Reclaiming your well-being. Recognizing the signs of microtrauma. Recognizing the signs of microtrauma is the first step toward healing and reclaiming your well-being. Since these traumas often operate beneath the surface, it's crucial to pay attention to subtle shifts in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Here are some common signs that microtraumas might be impacting you. Increased anxiety and worry, feeling constantly on edge, even in situations that wouldn't normally bother you. Low self-esteem and self-doubt, questioning your abilities, worthiness, and decision-making. Difficulty concentrating and making decisions, feeling easily overwhelmed and struggling to focus on tasks. Social withdrawal and isolation, avoiding social interactions and feeling a sense of disconnection from others. Irritability and anger, experiencing frequent outbursts of anger or frustration, even over minor issues. Sleep disturbances, having trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or experiencing nightmares. Section 9. Self-care strategies. Building resilience against microtraumas. Building resilience against microtraumas involves developing a toolbox of self-care strategies that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. These strategies empower you to navigate challenging situations with greater ease, bounce back from setbacks, and cultivate a deeper sense of self-compassion. One powerful strategy is setting healthy boundaries. This involves learning to say no to requests that drain your energy, limit your exposure to toxic individuals, and prioritize your own needs without guilt or apology. Boundaries act as a protective shield, filtering out negativity and creating a safe space for you to thrive. Another essential aspect of self-care is engaging in activities that bring you joy and rejuvenation. This might include spending time in nature, listening to uplifting music, pursuing creative hobbies, or connecting with loved ones who uplift and support you. These activities nourish your soul, replenish your energy reserves, and provide a welcome respite from the daily grind. Section 10. The power of mindfulness. Shifting your perspective on microtraumas. Mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment, offers a powerful antidote to microtraumas. By cultivating mindful awareness, we can interrupt automatic reactions and choose more empowering responses. One simple mindfulness practice is focusing on your breath. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath, the rise and fall of your chest. This anchors you to the present moment, calming your nervous system. Another powerful technique is practicing gratitude. Reflect on the things you're grateful for, no matter how small. Embracing self-compassion in a world of microtraumas. Navigating microtraumas requires more than coping. It demands a shift in how we treat ourselves. Embrace self-compassion, treating ourselves with the same kindness we offer a dear friend. Acknowledge we are imperfect beings, deserving of love and acceptance. Silence the inner critic, replacing it with words of encouragement and support. Self-compassion allows us to acknowledge pain without judgment, offering solace. Respond with kindness and understanding, recognizing these experiences as part of being human.